Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can probably see by the title, by the thumbnail, and by my makeup right here, this is a Black Widow inspired makeup look, so I hope you enjoy. As always, if you like it, please leave a thumbs up, comment and subscribe. But without further ado, if you would like to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Okay you guys, so the first thing that I have to do to create this makeup look is put some contacts in. I got the Mesmer Eyes Sclera Black. They basically like the dull big eye contacts. Thought about putting reds in, but I think it'd be too red. These are a pain in the bum to put in, but I'm gonna give my best try. I know I can do it, but it takes a while. So I'll put them in real quick and I will be right back. Never mind you guys, I had to put my black ones in because my big ones already had a tiny rip in them because I can't put my contacts in, so they ripped a little bit and then I just ripped them even more today. So anyway, just have the blackout ones. They just make my eyes look black rather than like big and black, which is fine. It'll still look fine. Because the eyes have a lot of black in and I want to make it very intense, I'm going to start off with my eyes today, and I am using my Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette. You basically need a red or like an orangey undertoned red and a black, so this one will do just fine. But before I put my eyeshadow on, I need to prime the lids, and today I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. I am picking up my palette and I'm going to go into Blaze and a little bit of Sundown. This is like a very dark orange. I want the undertone of orangeness to be visible in the look. That's why I'm putting Sundown in, and I'm going to fluff this up in my crease and slightly above as well. I'm going to wing out my eyeshadow today, so I'm making a nice sharp line. You know what? I'm even going to take a little bit of mango, that bright orange. And once I've packed this red on, I'm actually going to clean my brush. I'm just going to get rid of like excess product a little bit so I can blend with this brush. And that is exactly what I'm doing. I am scratching the very edges of this red. Still feel like this is very pinky. So this time round, I'm only going to take mango and work that in a little bit on the edges. It's a little bit too orange at the moment, but that's fine. I can work with this. Okay you guys, I'm sorry, but I think I lost a clip of me reapplying Blaze into my crease. That's all I did. I just reapplied Blaze and blended it out a little bit so it mixes with what I previously had. Don't blend it out too much because we don't want this to become pink again. Okay, and it is time to put on the black. I am taking Black Beach on a flat brush. And to make it really intense and super opaque, I'm going to take a little bit of setting spray and I'm placing this on my mobile lid. Don't get it too close to the crease, but almost to the crease. And this fallout is the reason why I'm doing my eyes first. It is almost impossible to do a super intense black look without any fallout. And I'm of course winging this out. Alright, it is time to blend this out. So I'm taking the brush I was using to apply Blaze by itself, and I'm slowly going to fade that black into my red. If I feel like I want to blend out the black even further, I'm going to pick up a little bit more, but blending takes a little bit of space as well. My mistake with the first try of this makeup was to put black so high up that I didn't have any room to blend it out. I now have black in my crease without even putting it there. The longer you blend, the nicer it will look. You want a good fade, so make sure you take your time. Okay, and after all that blending, as you can see, if I tilt my head back, it has gone slightly grey again. It's because I blended away that shadow. So I'm going to reapply Black Beach once more. And I'm of course going to blend the edges very gently this time. Majority of our fade is already done. This is just so it doesn't look as harsh. At this point, it is worth to clean that under eye area and clean the edges to see what we have. And at this point in my original video, I was like, this looks more vampire-y. Vampire-y? More like a vampire than a Black Widow. And I was like, let's turn this into somewhat a halo eye. Let's recreate that pattern the spider has on its back. To do that, I'm going to take a Q-tip with a little bit of makeup remover, and I'm kind of making a halo eye, but not in the middle where you would usually have it. I'm gonna start it almost in my inner corner, like I'm leaving that gap there. I'm cleaning this area up to my crease as you would, and then I'm going to take the shape of the Q-tip to my advantage and put a dot right here, because the Black Widow spider has like that hourglass shape on its back and then a tiny little dot. And as you can imagine, I'm taking a little bit more of my eye primer on a super small flat brush, and I'm filling in this negative space. To set this, I'm taking a mixture of Blaze and Sundown, and to blend in that kind of cut crease portion, I'm taking Black Beach and blending it in. Okie dokie, it is time to move on to my base temporarily, and I am going to start off with the La Roche-Posay. I definitely am saying that wrong, but it is the Sebum Controlling Moisturizer. I really like it. It has a lot of dimethicone in it, and it smooths out my skin really nicely, so it's a great primer. For my foundation today, I am taking an oldie but a goodie, the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. For my under eye, I'm going to take my current favourite. It is the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer. I love this. Forgot to cream contour. I am taking the PS My Perfect Colour Concealer Stick in Rich Espresso and doing that really quickly. As you can hopefully see, I am contouring my face like downwards at a very high angle. I love this contour. Look at my face right now. To powder, I am taking a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter loose powder. Okay, I know I look a little bit powdery, but that's absolutely fine. I might spritz my face at the end. Breaks my heart to say this, but I don't think I will add blush nor highlight today. If I will, I might do that at the very end. Before I get back to the eyes, I'm going to do my brows really quickly. And to do my brows, I am taking my staple products, the Revolution Brow Styler first, and then the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade to fill them in. The brows are looking cute. If you've never styled your brows using soap, you are missing out big time. For the under eye, as you can probably guess, I am going to take a Black Beach and I'm going to put it all over my lower lash line. I highly recommend doing the setting spray trick with this, especially as it's going to minimize your fallout. Okay, and it's time to blend the edges. I'm of course going to use the same concoction of colours as I used on my upper lid, and I'm adding that reddish halo, blending the black in so it's not as harsh, just smoking that out. Take your time with it. Make sure it's still nice and sharp. To help it blend flawlessly without smudging it out too much, I've got a little bit of my setting powder in my brush, and I'm going to scratch at the edges to blend it in without like blending it out, so I don't have that much of a pink hue all over. It does need, however, a black liner, some mascara and some falsies. As my falsies are drying to be able to be stuck on, I'm going to take the brush I was using to blend out the red. Honestly, sometimes you can never blend too much. Anyway, I'm going to use it to do my lips. So I'm going to take my sponge, just apply even more of my concealer slash foundation, whatever was in here, to block out my brows. I'm going to crunch them up like that and put that brush there and wiggle it so they look cracked. And now the brush I was using for the black, but just for the very like inner portion. Okay you guys, and you could totally leave this there, but I'm going to add a couple of details that are going to create that je ne sais quoi, in my opinion. I'm going to start off by taking a liquid liner. This is Renaissance Flick from Revolution, and I'm going to do a couple of like spiders crawling up or down my neck, I don't know, into my mouth basically. So what you want to do is take your liner. They have a little body and a little head and 8 legs. Making the legs as thin as possible is very difficult. I'm going to draw a couple of more and I will be right back. And now it's time for the fun part, I think. I got some giant spiders for £1 from Pound Stretchers and a spider's web for 49p. And what I did was to basically take the spiders that I got and hot glue a clip onto them so I can clip a spider into my hair. If you want them to be black widows or whatever, you might need to, you know, add the colours on there. And I'm going to take that spider's web, okay, and try and incorporate it into my hair. Oh, come on. So I'm trying to like finesse it in and make it look quite, I don't know, real? I look like a dinner lady with a hairnet. It looked good and now I've ruined it. To help my spiders stay on my hair, I've got this cobweb everywhere, I'm going to take one of those like flat clips. I got rid of this flat bit and I'm going to take a hot glue gun and apply a generous amount of the glue, and then uh-oh, my glue's dripping. And now I'm going to stick my clip or my spider onto my clip, making sure the clip can actually open. And this spider is gonna go here. I'm gonna have another attempt at putting these cobwebs on my face and my head, but it's so hard. Like, ideally what I would want to do is go like this. Maybe that's not a bad idea actually, but like once I pull it, it just gets very like clumped up and stringy. Let's try that one more time. So I'm separating it a little like that. Huh. Okay. I'm going to make holes for my eyes because I can't see and my lashes are touching the cobweb and it's ruining my vibe. I think that's it for the cobweb. I feel like I've got it everywhere, and I do. I need to hoover after this. And now the last trick that I'm going to show you, something that I think is going to really make it spooky and gross. I'm going to make a paste from my charcoal powder. This is like something you use to clean your teeth with. I'm going to make a paste and I'm going to put it in my mouth, and I'm going to have like black teeth, black mouth, and then once my saliva mixes I might like spit it out and let it run and, you know, get it really gross. So here it is, guys. This is the final Black Widow spider inspired look. The commitment on this one was real. I ended up having the cobwebs in my mouth. I spat all over myself. My top is wet. As you can see, until you actually brush your teeth with some toothpaste, the black stays in your teeth. So if you don't want to just walk around with charcoal in your mouth, just put a little bit, rinse it, spit it out, and then it'll stay in your teeth anyway, which still looks pretty creepy in my opinion. And if you swallow a little bit of charcoal, you're gonna be just fine. Anyway, as always, I hope you found this useful. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy Halloween. Make sure to do it safely, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best.